Where's Creech?
I'm right here at the other side of the screen.
I don't see you.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
That's good. Yeah. We must be focused on your belly. You must be just getting your belly button. All I see is Johnny. Do you see Creech?
Well, we've met over the phone and everything, but we just we're getting acquainted face to face right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you do see his video, huh?
Oh yeah, I see him. I see him.
I think the reason is I'm not on Wi-Fi right now. I'm on.
That's probably what it is.
And then he drops off.
Well, we can fill in when he, drops in and out.
Exactly. This was just like the last one when he was at the hotel.
That's right. That's right. I forgot that.
So how has things been since now? When we last talked, we were still in the middle of COVID everything lockdown. Now that things are starting to slowly open back up.
Yeah. Well, I'm in New York, as you can see behind me. I mean, not that you could tell that was New York, but that's New York. So it's nice to be here, man. It's cool. Like, feels really, feels like pandemic what pandemic,
Right.
Which is kind of great. Like, it's nice to feel that so soon. What else? Yeah. I mean, I was in LA. I mean, God, last time we talked, I think I was in New York. I've been back to LA, back to New York, back to LA, but, I don't know, I'm happy things are opening up, and I think there's going to be like a lot of production because they're going to make up for lost time. So I think like going to see a whole boom of stuff happening in the next couple months.
Yeah, I agree as well. I mean, here in South Carolina, the film industry isn't, I wouldn't say as prevalent, but I know that most of the shows that do shoot down here, they've been reopening back up. My daughter just did some extra work on Righteous Gemstones season 2.
Oh, nice! That's awesome.
So and I know they had I had to get COVID tested, and she had to get COVID tested twice before we were allowed on set. But
that's a great show.
Yes. Oh my God, I love that show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was super stoked they're coming back for season 2.
Yeah, that's great.
This is actually the convention that we're going to be talking about today. It's kind of great timing that it's coming at the end of next month because obviously you've got all sorts of scary movie stuff this time, but you'll definitely probably be getting a lot of House of Wax people because they're re-releasing the Blu-ray next month, like early next month.
Oh, dope!
With like it's like an anniversary edition.
I saw, I think I saw something about that, like the anniversary edition's coming out, and I wonder if they'll like stream that as well. Probably, I bet you they'll like stream that somewhere. So it's kind of summer in New York City, as I'm sure it's probably hot in South Carolina too. But I wanted to show you this amazing piece of memorabilia that I have. So if you see here, it says my character name. Mm-hmm. And this BA Corps High School is our high school and scary movie.
Nice.
And then let me see you know what? I'm just going to take this off. This is a pristine piece of memorabilia.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
These were our wrap gift high school jackets when we made Scary Movie.
That is awesome.
So there's not very many of these in the world. This is my own custom one, and I love it very much. But yeah, just a sampling of some of the amazing things that one might find if they come to Smoky Mountain Fan Fest, right? Like,
yeah.
Not that I'm selling it, but I will be bringing special things that you can purchase if you come. And I know Dave makes masks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So anybody watching who's interested in coming, this is your chance to get some unique memorabilia from the movie.
And signs,
Shamelessly plugging.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's the point of this, right? We definitely want to get the word out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'll be cool timing. So all you House of Wax people out there, don't just come for Scary Movie. Stay for House of Wax.
Exactly. And, obviously Meet the Parents.
And Meet the Parents, Prime,
Kids,
Dead Man Walking, They, most recently, my 2 films that I've directed and I'm also in, All at Once and Clover, both available on Amazon. And I just directed a 3rd film, which is a horror film called Exploited, which is going to be coming out soon. And we can talk all about that too at the fest if you show up, but only if you show up. If you don't show up, y'all,
you miss out on that exclusive. Yeah,
can't help you. Everything is exclusive to the festival. I've signed an NDA. I cannot speak about anything.
Yeah, you gotta go there to get the goods.
Even this interview is
yeah, the
story is.
yeah, I believe I remember we brought you on to promote Clover last time. So now I believe you were talking about that 2nd film. So that 2nd film officially released now?
It's not released yet, no, but it should be coming out, I would think, in 2022 sometime. They're in the process of selling it. And so I think I had just finished it when we spoke last. So
yeah,
so they're out there trying to sell it. And yeah, it's a horror thriller film set in the webcam fetish world. So
okay, yeah, I remember you telling me about that one.
Yeah. I would think a lot of people that come into the fan fest are horror people mostly, or
I think so. I believe the majority of the people there are either horror related, because I know Felissa will be there as well, or like wrestling related. So it's like
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it's like I wouldn't say a weird mix, but definitely an eclectic mix of all the people.
That's cool. So wait, tell me about your new movie.
Bloody Summer Camp.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's a 2-hour long horror movie. That is a love note to 80s slasher film. So it takes place on a camp. There's a killer killing counselors. Dave is obviously a sheriff, a policeman again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
Did you direct it?
I didn't. I just acted in this, I did. My scene was with Dave, and it's
nice.
Like, I don't know. This is like I did 1 or 2 movies, and like this was the one that I was like, oh, hopefully this one will be really good, because I know the first one was terrible.
Oh, what was the first one?
The first one I did was a movie called Strip Club Massacre, and it's Amazon thought that was too risque, so it's on Prime right now as Nightclub Massacre. And it's terrible.
Nightclub Massacre.
Yeah, it's the worst movie I've ever seen.
Well, then it's got to be kind of great.
It's definitely out there. I mean, there's half the movie is blurry. The Foley and sound effects don't match what you're seeing.
No way.
Wait,
somebody. Where is this movie?
It's on Amazon Prime.
Get out.
And yeah, like you'll see people walking through the leaves. I'm
looking it up right now as we speak.
Will you
be selling memorabilia from this movie at the Fan Fest?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll be having to pay people to take it away.
I'll buy some. If you bring some, I'll buy some. Nightclub Massacre.
Yeah.
Nightclub Massacre. Yes. $2.99.
Oh, that's still not a steal. I actually got an advanced copy of that film, so I was really excited to see it, and I brought it over to a friend's house. And after the movie, he was like, "They should change the title to Friendship Massacre for you making me watch this." It's
pretty
bad.
Good. Pretty good, y'all. Nightclub Massacre is available on Amazon Prime for $2.99. Everybody, go rent this movie right away. An hour and 41 minutes. So it's not 2 hours.
That one's not 2 hours, thankfully.
Okay, got it.
But it feels like 2 hours. Like, there's this one part that they left in the movie where this girl is reading a letter from her dead mother, and the actress who's doing the voiceover like flubs a line, pauses, says the word again, and continues, and they left it in.
Oh no. I got to see this movie. So if you're just joining us, my man Creech here, a very accomplished actor, been in many films, but we're discussing his most recently released film, Nightclub Massacre, which is available on Amazon Prime. And I just can't wait to see it.
Oh, geez.
It sounds like a cult classic right out of the gate.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think Plan 9 from Outer Space looks like an Academy Award winning film.
I love Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yeah. Well, then you might like this one, but it's worse. It's way worse. Like, I think you would dig Bloody Summer Camp. Bloody Summer Camp is actually really good, and like the reviews we've been getting are coming back are like all like positive, which I was kind of surprised.
So who directed the movie?
Bloody Summer Camp would be Dave Kerr.
Oh, he's
done a couple of horror movies before. He did Curse of the Slasher Nurse, and I think Revenge of the Slasher Nurse.
Oh, okay.
One of those is on Prime, so you may have seen it on that.
Maybe there was like a music video director named Dave Kerr back in the day that I'm mixing it up with.
Maybe
that's possible. But
he's already starting work on his next film, which I will be a part of. But Dave is not going to be in it. But it's got a lot of horror people in it, like Robert Mukes from House of a Thousand Corpses, Tom Matthews,
Nice.
Felissa Rose, Tuesday Night. Probably a lot of people I'm forgetting already.
That's cool. And is Dave Sheridan in Bloody Summer Camp?
He is. Yes.
Is he in Nightclub Massacre?
He kills it. He is not, thankfully.
Oh, all right.
They offered to bring him on, because that was when he lived close to where they were shooting in Atlanta, but he couldn't make it, thankfully. It's kind of ironic though. We filmed off of Sheridan Road in Atlanta. The strip club that we filmed at was off of Sheridan Road. So it was
meant to be. He missed. This is the gods were speaking.
Exactly, but he thankfully somehow avoided that one. I think they only had one name horror actor in that, and that was Aaron Brown, who I guess a lot of people more know her as Misty Monday. She did a bunch of like B horror movies, and she was like the B movie horror queen in like the late 90s, early 2000s.
Let's look her up. I'm going to provide some audio visual reference to this podcast.
I know you're doing all the work for me. I don't even have to do any post-production on this one.
Yeah, exactly. I'm happy to do it. Happy to help. In lieu of Dave Sheridan's absence, Misty Mondays?
A Misty Monday, yeah. I'd be, I think, Mundae.
Okay. A Sunday, but Monday.
Exactly.
Aaron Brown is her real name, if you're interested. Yeah, I gotta remember her. Let's see if we can find it. Here's her headshot.
Yep, that was her back in the day. Her hair is not so I don't even know how to
crimped.
Yes.
It's not so crimped anymore.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Or do you mean it's a different color?
It's not so crimped for sure.
Not so crimped. Okay.
And I don't think I think it's a different color too. I think it was dark brown or dark red when we filmed that movie, like 4 years ago.
Got you. Yeah, Wicked Sister. I was a teenage strangler. Factory 2000 presents I Was a Teenage Strangler. Also available on Amazon. Uncut version, y'all, if you're interested.
Uncut, yeah.
Now, you said Tuesday Night is
going to be in the next one? Yes.
How do you spell Tuesday night?
Tuesday, like Tuesday. Night is like the shining armor.
Got it. Okay. So we had just to clarify, we're going through the days of the week here in terms of actors and actresses.
Exactly.
So we've got Misty Monday, spelt like an ice cream sundae Monday, and now we have Tuesday night, spelled like Tuesday, but a knight in shining armor. And I'm going to pull up a little visual reference for your viewing pleasure. Here we have Tuesday night. Let's see. Tuesday night's I'm guessing this is her most recent headshots on IMDb. Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for Tuesday night. Maybe a little blown out by my computer, but there you go.
She's really white. I see eyes and teeth.
Really Caucasian. We'll have to find a Wednesday.
I mean,
or a Sunday.
There's a new Addams Family movie coming out, so you got Wednesday Addams.
Let's discuss Wednesday Addams.
And I think Tim Burton's doing an Addams Family show for Netflix.
Nice. Well, let's just go with let's go with Christina Ricci.
Yeah. Always good. Classic.
Fan favorite.
I never really watched the black and white one, so it's very easy to rank her as my top Wednesday Addams.
Exactly. Although I really did like the black and white one when I was a kid. I used to watch it in reruns all the time. Thursdays? Can't think of any Thursdays. What about Sundays? I can't think of any Sundays either. Let's go.
I think those last half of the week and weekends, those are the hard ones to find the names for.
Saturday,
Thursday, Friday.
Academy Award-winning actor. Friday morning. Friday Richards. Here, let's see. Friday. See if there's anybody named Friday. No actors on IMDb named Friday, as far as I can tell. Let's try Thursday.
So that's all you people looking for a stage name. If you got these days,
I found a Thursday. I found a Thursday, y'all. Thursday Farrar. She's known for Ugly Betty, Gotham, and Manifest.
Okay, so she's done some stuff.
There's a lot of television. Ladies and gentlemen, Thursday Farrar is here. Thursday Farrar. I don't want to spell this wrong. Farrar. Thursday Farrar. And you can go check her out in Ugly Betty. She Gotham, Manifest, Blue Bloods even. Quite a career in television. So we've done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
No Friday.
I can't find a Friday, but maybe if I spell Friday differently. No. 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 Should we look for Saturday? Let's look for Saturday. By the way, if you're just joining us, we should note that none of these week-named people are going to be at the Smoky Mountain Fan Fest this year. But they do appear in some of the movies that some of the people that will be at Smoky Mountain Fan Fest were in as well.
Exactly. So it all comes together.
More results. I'm not seeing anything for Saturday, but let's see. I find it hard to believe. Well, I found somebody who works in the sound department named Saturday Chew.
Okay.
That's a sound person. They worked on Go Back to China and a short film called Delivery Boy. So we found a Saturday.
Nice. Now we're just missing 2
Sunday.
days.
Let's try Sunday. Anyone want to guess? I found a Sunday. An actress. Sunday Burquest.
Well, so now we need Friday.
On a sad note, I think Sunday Burquest may have passed away this year. But it appears that she was on Survivor. Sunday.
I don't want to. Oh, she looks familiar. I used to be really big into Survivor, so.
All right, so there you go. Sunday request. Rest in peace. I found another Sunday. Sunday Muse is an actress. She appeared in The Cat in the Hat, Mega Man, Monster Warriors. So we've got a Sunday Muse coming your way right now. Sunday Muse, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
Also, Sunday Muse. Yeah, you know her, Creech? Really?
I don't, but I was like looking at it and I was like, I was expecting to see a kid because, Cat in the Hat. And...
Right. So she's a celebrity voiceover artist and an author. And as a comedian, Toronto Life named her one of the funniest ladies in Toronto. Again, she will not be appearing at Smoky Mountain Fan Fest. So if you were hoping you would get to meet Sunday Muse at Smoky Mountain Fan Fest, it's not going to happen. But you will get to see my man Creech over there. And I'll be there. And Dave Sheridan will be there. And me and Dave were in Scary Movie together, which is right over Creech's shoulder over there.
Yeah, there. Yeah, Dave signed it.
And also, if you're just joining us, this is a very rare collectible piece of memorabilia. This is my high school jacket. It says Bobby from BA Corps High School, which is our high school in Scary Movie. And this amazing patch of Dave Sheridan's face.
Yeah. And are you going to be wearing that for the photo op? I know you've got a dual photo op with Dave as Doofy.
Yes, exactly. So I definitely will be wearing that for the photo op. And
so people can get.
If you want to try it on, if you want to take a photo in it, we can talk. It's not for sale, but for like $5, you can put it on and wear it in a photo.
Well, you might want to rephrase that for certain people, like size wise, because like if I wanted to wear it, like I couldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to fit into it. I'd be like the Chris Farley fat guy in a little coat.
Children's medium like me, then you can wear it in a photograph. Otherwise, you can hold it up next to your face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you can hold it and point.
That's right. Creech, how big are you?
I'm 400.
And how tall?
6 foot.
I thought you were going to say like 4'11", and I was like, what?
Yeah. No, I don't look 400. Everybody, when I tell them that, they're like, what? I wear it well. I guess well. It's good genetics.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Besides the whole being fat thing, but yeah.
Hey, who's counting? And only bummer about this is you can't wear the jacket in a photo.
Exactly. Well, I mean, we could just CG it on, fix it in post.
Yeah. Easy. Done. Say no more, fam.
Exactly.
We can just put your head on my head wearing the jacket. Done.
Exactly. And then it's all fixed.
Yep. And, instantly you've lost a good 200 pounds.
Exactly. And then I can say like Jenny Craig did it, and then get some sponsorship deals.
What you do before and after.
Exactly.
Live before and after photos.
Get you to hold up like a pair of like really big jeans and just put your head on it. It's like the whole Jared thing, minus the whole.
Please, no, nothing like Jared. I want no association with that man. Let's forget that guy ever existed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It looks like Dave's here too. He just came at right the right moment.
Man.
There he is.
Yeah. I'm gonna set this fucking thing up so I can talk. What's going on?
Yo.
What a crazy, crazy life I live.
Well, you've missed a lot, man. We've really covered a lot while you've been gone.
That's what I expect.
We've gone through
what Creech is here.
Actors
with day names.
Actors with weekday names.
Like Wednesday and Tuesday night. Tuesday night.
We covered Misty Monday.
Is that a porn actress though? I don't know that.
It's a B movie actress, Dave. It's a B.
She
movie
just has a bunch of uncut versions of her movies online.
That's right.
Right. Yeah, but uncut. So uncircumcised guys, you're saying? Only does uncut.
I mean, I haven't watched it. Some of the dudes in there might be. I don't know.
Yeah, never know. But that's kind of funny. I think. What is it? Misty Monday? What's her name?
Misty Monday. Yeah.
She could be. She might be a B movie star, but she's an A-list weather lady.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean, when is there not a misty Monday though? Let's be honest, right? Like every Monday morning, it's pretty misty. I would say.
Yeah.
No matter where you are.
Yeah, unless you have Visine or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's.
I don't know what that means. Where are you?
Dewy Tuesdays, misty Mondays.
Johnny, where are you? Where are you, John?
Well, Dave, if you're just joining us, which you are, I'm going to zoom out a little. I'm in New York City. Not that you could tell that that's New York City. That looks like downtown Dallas, but
yeah,
I'm in New York City.
Cool.
Live, and I'm also on a swivelly chair, so I can like do fancy camera moves like this.
Ooh, that's cool.
Steady.
He's like the best handyman here. He's been like showing all sorts of images and everything. He's got the ideal setup with his camera.
Yeah, well, you weren't here, so what we did is I became the audio visual guy for the show.
Yeah,
and I was everything we talked about. I had a visual reference for it. Was pretty great. I'm good at it.
You could do that on your thing.
Oh yeah, I got this phone right here, and I can just I can call up anything you want to call.
Because I know that Creech, you could hand over the media controls to somebody so they can put a PDF, a PowerPoint up, or pictures off their computer. If they're on their computer, we can have people play a video and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like we should. Cool. Our podcast does need more PowerPoints now that you mention it.
Yeah,
we've never had any.
We need a pie graph of how often Dave is late and how much of the podcast he's going to be a part of, and then there should be a little map of where in the world is Dave kind of thing. Oh, look, here's his thing. I did come in. I got here a little while ago, but then I had to have a conversation with my wife. And
Dave, we're going to do a special. If anybody who's just joining us, Smoky Mountain Fan Fest, we're going to be doing a special live weight loss program.
The Biggest Loser with me. Yes.
We're doing The Biggest Loser with Creech and me. And what's going to happen is, Dave, I wonder if you have one of these. I'll be bringing this to Smoky Mountain Fan Fest, and we can all can do a photo op.
I don't know if
I've got this. I've got this on the jacket. The BA Corpse. BA Corpse High School. And on the back, we've got this amazing picture of Dave Sheridan back in the day.
That is something else.
These were like our rap gifts.
Never got one.
You must have this somewhere. You must.
Nope.
Okay. Well, awkward. We can cut that out, but
no. There probably was one for me. It looks familiar.
It's been a long time, Dave.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna take.
Hey, Johnny, wait, I've saved all those type of jackets. I've got all the backs of my
right
jackets, and I've done a lot of movies with Marlon, so I have all the other ones they've given me. I think something was happening on that. Did they give that to you in Vancouver?
I can't remember. I literally can't remember.
I'm wondering because when we shot, it was a party. So I probably went, yeah, whatever. I was probably like, I can't fit the tag.
It's made by Settlemeers.
Yeah.
Out of Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but there you go.
Oh, so you're thinking I can get a repro made at some point if I can't find it. I just recently went through my jackets. I have a Second City jacket, a Saturday Night Live jacket. So I would have known, I would have seen that one. I have a feeling I probably let somebody borrow it or I just left it. I might have just left it,
I forgot you went to Second City.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I went there. Yeah.
What was I going to say? So yeah, we're going to do a live weight loss thing and how that's going to work.
Jacket. You're just going to bring that jacket for people to see?
I'm gonna bring that jacket. People can take a picture in the jacket if they're a children's medium and it fits. But if not, yeah, they can, they can hold it up. But you can take a picture of me wearing the jacket.
Does it say your character name?
Bobby. It does. It does right here.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Now I'm wondering if I didn't get one because I got the which I could show you. I got the I think you might know that. I got the masks that I wore.
Yeah.
The robe and the knife and the
love that.
They were like, all right, you're taking all that, like that's yours. Like we don't give you this jacket,
That's awesome.
Maybe
yeah, I mean technically that was your jacket.
Maybe that's how I got that. I said,
here's the three things I have. I will not be bringing all three to the Smoky Mountain Fan Fest, but I've got the jacket, which you've seen. I've got a like suitcase, which has the killer's mask embroidered on it. Yeah. Very small, that I believe they gave us.
Yeah, I did.
You got that, right?
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend stole that from me. Actually, she's got it now, and but maybe she'll bring it to Smoky Mountain Fan Fest. And I've got like a commemorative plaque, which is the killer's mask, which we got when Scary Movie became the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time.
Right.
Yeah. Little trivia for you all out there.
Oh yeah.
So going back to this weight loss thing, I want to finish this. This is my obsessive compulsiveness. I've got to finish my finish my joke that I set up. It's not a joke though. It's serious. Take a picture of me at Smoky Mountain Fan Fest wearing this jacket, and then you can take a picture of Screech's head and put it on me, and you've got an instant loss of 200 pounds, right? Mike Creech?
Yeah.
Did I say Screech? Creech.
You did.
Sorry.
It happens, it happens way more than you probably think.
I'm sure.
Which part? Creech? Calling you Screech?
Yeah.
It happened. You know what? What's funny, Johnny? It happened a lot more when Screech was alive.
Wah, wah,
wah.
You know what's funny was the first time I met Screech, Dustin Diamond was at that Smoky Mountain Fan Fest last.
No. Wow.
I met him, and yeah, I got a little like signature from him and stuff like that. Little did I know, 6 months later he was going to die.
Yeah, man, that's super sad. R.I.P.
Yeah, because if I knew that, I would have had him sign 5 things.
Put it on eBay.
Yeah, I probably would have told him. Yeah, he didn't. I don't know if he was really caring what I said to him. He didn't listen. I told him. I said, "Man, you take it easy, man. You're killing yourself here." I did.
No, I kid.
Yeah, I did have a little bit of a relationship with him. That's all I'm gonna say. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's great.
So I can make jokes. I can make a little bit of jokes. But it was funny when I finally met him because I'm working with Creech here. Right there, yeah.
Creech.
Wait,
yes. But that's I've only called you Screech once today.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Yeah.
And my apologies.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah.
I was so excited by my joke that I lost who I was talking to. Hey, Dave, where are you living again? I forget where in California you are.
I'm in Temecula.
Temecula, right?
Temecula. It's
right.
They call it. It's like wine. It's the southern wine country. It's wine and horse. Have you ever been out here?
I think I may have. Yeah, I think I may have been to like a wedding there or something. Like people. Yeah, right.
A lot of things because there's 244 wineries here, so they all live off a wedding or REO Speedwagon's playing, or Jefferson Starship, Kenny Loggins. I get that, Footloose or whatever it was. Like, I get a lot of great comedians. I mean, like, you'd be surprised who plays here, but it's like Jerry Seinfeld and Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They got money to pay these people. Because there's casinos, there's giant Indian casinos here too.
Yeah.
And then of course I get like all the bands, but it's all the, who was it? Just the guy with the talking guitar. I want you, Peter.
Peter Frampton. Yeah.
I don't think we're not going to get like Kiss. It's more like the like I said, like Peter Gabriel or somebody, but it's recognizable names. But then you're kind of like, I didn't even know he was still playing. Kenny G. But
yes,
it's fun. It's fun to do that. Dave Sheridan might play there someday. I don't know.
I would think every Sunday buffet with Dave Sheridan.
Actually, Here's the funniest thing about this area is when I first moved here, I would show you the mountains and stuff like that. It's hot air balloons are huge here, right? Because of the wineries. And so people go up and get engaged, or they just go up for a hot air balloon ride. It's always in the morning. It's at 6 to watch the sunrise. Do you know what I mean? And I think the other reason they don't do it at sunset is because it's getting dark. So the sun starts to set and that balloon is floating in the air, and it's like, you have to have sunlight to find there's drivers that go there, it's landing over there. So, it's like you're not landing in a house, like on a house. And so where I live is I'm in the town area. The wineries are, they're only 5 minutes away, but then they stretch for another 20 minutes, So all these balloons come, and the wind naturally blows them this way. And then after our thing in the parks and parking lots of like the shopping centers, then there's a highway, and then there's mountains, and then there's the ocean. So they come in low over our house. Like you can wave at them in the morning, right? And because they're trying to hit the parking lots. The perfect place to land is the Walmart,
right?
At 6 a.m. So the guy comes in with the car. After that, then there's parks. After that, it's freaking high. They're done. So like they're coming in low, going like, we're doing it anyway. Hold on, folks. Sometimes I see there's some trouble. One time, one guy they were putting the rope down, begging people like, grab us.
That's terrible.
When I first moved in, I didn't have these 2 dogs. I got 2 dogs, but I didn't have them at first. And we used to love the balloons. Let's watch the balloons. Look, let's wave. Then I got the dogs. And dogs like to go out early. They scratch at the door at 5:30. I want to go to the bathroom, hang out. And they like early morning. They bark and howl at these dragons coming over the house every morning. The thing the noise with the flame is like, and all the I was like, God, you're freaking dogs, what I mean? And I'm trying to teach them. It's okay. There's no I'm never going to teach them how to bark at that time.
Well, maybe you could take them for a ride.
Yeah, that would work.
That'll teach them. That'll teach them.
One time, I was like, guys, stop. It's not a dragon. It's not a dragon. Stop. It's just a balloon. And I looked, and you know how the balloons have designs and stuff? This balloon was a giant dragon. It was a magic dragon. It had eyes and a back. So, okay, well, yeah, that is a dragon, actually. Okay, I'll let you go.
That's hilarious.
Oh, geez.
That's hilarious.
So now I live in a place where I can't have I'm like, oh, I used to love those balloons. Now, so when COVID hit, they stopped balloons, and I was like, yes, please, no balloon. Now they're all starting to come back. Now it's a balloon armada going like, hey, we're all back.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's freezing cold here in the morning. So I was always like, why would you want to go up there? But I realized those flames, you're actually warm up there. You know what I mean? So anyway, there's our story. We're sticking to it. So I really should try to see if I can find that jacket.
You should, man.
Yeah. That way we could be like gang members.
But again, through the miracles of modern technology, don't fret, because you can always take a picture in mine.
And then just put your head on it. Yeah.
That's right. You gotta take a picture of me.
Oh, wait, actually, you would. Yeah.
Easy. Done. We're done.
You'd fit, Dave. So, yeah.
We're done.
You wouldn't have to do that.
We'll change Bobby to Doofy, and that'll be that.
I bet you if I contact that company in Portland, that file is probably on file for.
You could probably get one made. Yeah, you're right. You're really right.
Yeah.
It's, once again, Settle Mirrors, Portland, Oregon.
Now everyone's going to have it. Now we're not special.
They're going to call up and be like, you got that file? I want to. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Well, we'll find out at Smoky Mountain Fan Fest.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you, how many conventions have you done?
0. Mm-hmm. Never done a convention. And I'm so thankful to you for putting me on to this, because I'm excited, man.
Well, here's the thing. You're going to do very well at this one. And I'm part of this convention, so I'm going to make sure we promote you as we lead up. We still got some time.
Sure.
Months away. But when I get off I'm going to call you probably sometime next week.
Okay.
And go over like what you have, like the photos, the band, other movies you're going to put out.
Sure.
And I'll give you some tips too on like how I learned from two of the best people in the business. This guy Kane Hodder and Felissa Rose took me under her belt. They love. She is an amazing personality. She engages with her fans. She interacts with them online. They come to her table over and over and over again to get another picture, because she's really earnest with them and actually engages with them. Whereas other celebrities, like you say, John Cusack, I've seen him at ones where he'll have no line. And this is John Cusack, because he'll wear a hat and he'll be like this. And okay, and he just hands them the thing. He doesn't talk to them, and they're just like, I didn't really come to get your signature. Nobody really cares about your signature in a thing.
No, they can interact.
They want to engage with you. They want to talk to you about your film. They want to know who Johnny Boy really is. So you got to come up with the fake Johnny Boy really quick, because they're going to go, oh, I don't know if I like it. But I real
seriously.
This guy,
I got nothing. I'm just zapped of personality. So
but that's a Scott Baio movie, okay? So, but you can put that out. I put out, if I find out people like for instance, I'm the Red Ranger. I'm one of the Red Rangers. A lot of people don't know that. Red Power Rangers. So
I didn't know that.
No, because I'm not. But I put it out anyway. And got it. In the power, I sign it. They're like, he's in the Power Rangers. How they might somebody's gonna add it into Wikipedia, because you know what? There was 85 fucking Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? How do you know I didn't work under Zach Piedmont? You know what I mean?
Amazing. That's amazing.
Because they love the Power.
It's like a buzzkill skit.
So pick a color. Don't pick pink, because that's probably a female and they're gonna get you. Red. Don't do red. That's my territory, buddy.
All right.
You could be purple Power Ranger. That's actually good. Purple Power Rangers.
All right. Let's do it. We could have a Power Rangers reunion as well.
By the way, can I say something? I don't actually do that. That was a joke. Do you want to get a funny story, though, about the Smoky Mountain the first time I went last year?
Yeah.
This is why I brought up Red Power Ranger. There was a blue Power Ranger that was supposed to be coming.
Oh, wow.
But I think he did cancel at the last minute. But the talent wasn't told who cancels and stuff like that. So you get picked up at an airport. And you get brought to the hotel, and then there's a kind of like meet and greet with other actors. That's where I met Screech for the first time, Dustin Diamond. We rode in the van together. We stopped at a 7-Eleven. I saw him buy the craziest stuff. He went in. As soon as he walked in, he saw these 10-foot, phone chargers that were neon colors. He's like, "Ooh, phone chargers!" And he grabbed them all. It was like 20. Well, why do you have 20 phone chargers now? Like, I like the color. He really was Screech. I mean, he really was Screech. He had all sorts of things, and he had a drumsticks. He's doing drumsticks. I'm learning how to do the drum, and he played the bass. He brought the bass to the table. I'm like, what is going on here? And but funny guy. And so then the boys from Sandlot, that movie, The Sandlot. Have you ever seen that movie, The Sandlot?
Of course.
So there was some of the actors from The Sandlot, and I'm also friends. A couple of the actors were there from Christmas Story. You know what I mean? The Peter Billingsley movie.
Love it.
But these movies are when they're kids.
Right.
But when you meet the guys, they're grown men. And you're not going to, you can't go, oh, you're really that guy? Like, you don't look anything like him. So I guess you are, if you say you're that guy. Right.
Right.
So we all go out to a karaoke bar, and there's Tennesseans known for moonshine. So everyone's drinking moonshine. So people are really getting lit. And there was a guy there who was just a townie. He was not involved with us, but it was such a big group, and they're giving everyone moonshine. He starts to get moonshine in with these people. And he did look like the guy listed as the blue Power Ranger. He kind of looked like it. And they were like, oh yeah, he's the Power Ranger guy, right? And he goes, yeah. He didn't know they were actors. They didn't say, I'm in the Sandlot. He thought he was just getting a nickname, Blue Power Ranger. But I actually even got it wrong. They were calling him Red Power Ranger, right? And Red wasn't even listed. They were like, it was one of the Sandlot. I was like, blah, blah, blah. He's the Red Power Ranger. And they're like, what's up, man? Hey, and then people were introducing. I'm like going, hey, I'm Dave, Doofy. And they're like, and he's like, oh, good to meet you. He wasn't connecting that we were real. He thought they were.
We all had special.
Right. And so we're calling him Red Power Ranger. And we bring him back to the hotel in the shuttle. We're all wasted. We go back to a room. We're all partying more in the room. And that's when I'm like, so where do you live? He goes, oh, I live here. I go, you live here? Oh, what do you do here? He goes, yeah, I do roofing. I go, yeah, how do you go from being a and he goes, what are you talking about? And I go, well, you're a Red Power Ranger. He goes, that's my name. That's my nickname. Yeah. What do you, and he goes, I go, no, didn't you play the Red Power Ranger in the show? Like, you're here for the signing. What signing are you talking about? And everyone else is lit. And I go, guys, wait, he's not the Red Power Ranger. And they're like, they couldn't understand it anymore. And the one guy kept calling, like, then eventually a lot of people were getting, oh my God, he shouldn't even be here. What's he doing here? You know what I mean? And except for the first guy that brought him over, I'm not going to say his name, was like, this is Red Power Ranger. That guy still didn't get it. He's like, yeah. Like, at the end of the night, the guy was like, you guys brought me here in a shuttle. I have no money. My car was back at the bar. I don't want to drive. What am I going to do? I'm like, what do we do with this guy? So then the guy that was like Red Power Ranger, I say his name. I go, hey, man, his room didn't work out. His keys now. Can he crash in your room tonight? We'll fix his room in the morning. He goes, yeah. So he slept in that guy's room. So
amazing.
He was never seen again.
Some guy that was not Red Power Ranger for one night became Red Power Ranger with the Sandlot guys, Beach, Goofy.
So, Dave, you might have to be looking out for a note that says, I remember what happened at last Smoky Mountain.
I know, exactly. A little murder happening. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be so fun. Sorry, I'm just looking up Red Power Ranger right now.
There's one Red Power Ranger that became a porno star.
No.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know. You can look it up.
Well, here's Jason Lee Scott, y'all. The most famous Red Power Ranger coming at you. Right. Jason Lee Scott. Yes. Will not be attending Smoky Mountain Fan Fest this year. If you were there last year, you would have met him, but unfortunately, he's now roofing. He can't make it this year, right? So,
Yeah. But see, this year you get to meet Jon Abrahams. So
you get to meet me, and I was the Purple Power Rangers for one episode.
What other film?
The best episode ever.
What other film you were on? You were for one episode.
One episode.
What'd
you say?
What'd you play?
Oh, I played the Purple Power Ranger.
But other movies, when people come to the table, what are your expectations? What other films do you think people would be like? Oh, you're going to be surprised. People are going to bring DVDs. They're going to bring posters. They're going to
love it.
But what other films or TV show do you feel like would be like some other anchors that maybe they'll be? Oh my gosh, Johnny.
One thing I'm just thinking before I answer the question is, I'm a collector. What if I buy the memorabilia? What if I pay fans to take a picture with them? Has anyone done this yet at these conventions? Just an interesting thing to think about.
You want to pay to take a picture with you?
Right. Like, what if I'm like, or what if you do this? What if you can figure out a way to have 8x10s of the fans that show up and you get their signature?
Dude,
this could be something
with the photo
reverse convention.
Yeah. Hold on.
I mean, it's the Smoky Mountain Fan Fest. I thought that's what we were here for.
Let me show you.
No, it's not where the fans. All right. So anyway, what was the question, Dave?
No, I do, because we're going to do photo ops. You and I are going to do photos with the fans, and they'll print them out. And I always have the guy send me email. He emails me all their photos, but also if it's good, they print them out right there for me too. And I say, I want
amazing.
Like this, I do these ones where I do doofy.
Yeah.
Guys will go up and suck the vacuum and stuff like that, and or I get full families. They come and so I do collect the fans. I collect them, and I
love that. That's so great. That's awesome. So Creech just put me onto the fact that there's like a special anniversary edition of House of Wax coming out. So I bet there'll be a fair amount of people there that love that movie because there's a lot of them out there. And then shoot, man, there's so many. Kids, Dead Man Walking, They, Scary Movie, Prime, Outside Providence. Been on a few Law and Orders. I know there's a lot of fans out there of that. Hawaii Five-0, The Mentalist, Stumptown. I mean, keep going on and on. And I don't mean that as a brag. I just mean I've been in some things, and you'll probably dig some of them and come get a photograph.
Were you in the Robert Rodriguez Alien film, the high school thing? What was that?
I was. The Faculty. And also, yeah.
I
love that movie.
Parents, of course. I left out Meet the Parents, which is like probably next to Scary Movie, the biggest reason someone might come to take a photograph.
So that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to say, look, you need one photo from Meet the Parents with you and De Niro. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because then they'll see De Niro, and it's like, well, if I get you to sign, then they'll go and get De Niro to sign, and then they'll cut.
Then it's worth $100 plus my $1.
Niro will sign it. He'll signed it. They'll be like, oh, he signed it. All right. You know what I mean? Versus them just coming with a De Niro picture, you know? Yeah, definitely you mentioned some great films, The House of Wax, but there was one other one. Which one was it?
Kids, Meet the Parents, Faculty, They.
Kids, yeah, Kids. That's a big one. Yeah.
They.
Which one was They?
They is okay. So the guy who directed The Hitcher, which is a horror movie favorite, directed this movie. It was another Dimension Films horror movie, 90s horror movie, but people love it. Like, I auditioned for Inglourious Bastards with Quentin Tarantino, and he was like, hey, I wanted to meet you because of this movie They that you were in. He's like, I love this movie. So it's like sort of if you're into horror, it's like a cult thing. It's called They. But yes, Faculty, like you mentioned, is another cult favorite Dimension 90s horror.
Great movie.
Robert Rodriguez.
Falling through a little bit. It's kind of like Invasion of the Body Snatchers, right? It's like
Totally.
Snatchers.
Yep.
Could have been that way.
Well, also, Creech told me that you are both in a movie that's coming out, which I want to see. Called Bloody Summer Camp.
Creech, isn't it already out? What do you mean?
Well, it had a premiere in Virginia last weekend, and then it premiered at the Carolina Fear Fest like a month ago.
Right, but once it premiered, aren't the DVDs?
No, it officially releases next month after they have a showing in Pennsylvania.
Oh, there's a showing in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Where's that going to be?
It's at a film fest.
Is it the one I got them into? Is it like August 24th at the Pennsylvania Horror Film Fest there in Allentown?
It may be, yeah.
Because I just remember that's the one I just did that festival, or I did the sign, and Ryan is a friend of mine who books that, and I said you got to put this film in, so that's great because that is the one I'll come to. That I will come to that screening. You know what I mean? I'll make
as the Red Ranger, of course.
Yeah, well, no, because it's right outside Philadelphia, and I'm always looking for a reason to get back to, and that's the one I could bring family to and stuff like that because it's only an hour outside Philly, so. That'll be a lot of fun. And that's also, Johnny, if you like doing this, I could probably start to get you into the tri-state area ones. The East Coast, and most of the East Coast, that's where it's all at anyway.
Sure.
It's generally the most populated area, and there's money there. And I'm not saying there's money, we're going to make money, but when you go to different places, people have a certain amount of money. It's expendable money, and you don't, you tend to like it has nothing to do with how they feel about you, and it's also you wouldn't want them to be paying you $20 for an autograph when they got to feed their kids,
right?
So there's other areas that I've never even been to that there's a reason why some areas don't. This one in Tennessee is in Gatlinburg. It's a beautiful town, but it's like a tourist town and stuff like that.
I'm psyched. I can't wait.
This will be more people from outside the area coming as a destination. They're going to come for the thing, but they're also going to go Whitewater Rapids. They're going to go hiking. They're going to maybe go to Dolly World, Ripley's Believe It or Not. They're going to go bar hopping. Our thing is just going to be part of, you're a reason I came, but we're going to spend 4 days here and have a great time, you know? And that's why it's in the summer. So, you know, I need to be hot, but we'll be indoors. But I do need to reach out soon to Dolly Parton's people, because, you know, she was my mom and Frank McCluskey.
No.
Yeah. So I should print up a photo of her and I for the show. But I want to go to Dolly World. Yeah,
me too. I want to go. Maybe we should go while we're there. We should like figure it out. I know my girl's going to come with me, and I know she would love to go. So,
well, if you want, I'm going to extend my stay and leave on Tuesday morning so that Monday I can go and go to Dollywood. You know?
Yeah. All right. I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's do it. That'll be super fun.
So are you like, is this someone you're dating or like married to? Like
we're not married. It's my girlfriend. She'll be joining me. So you guys can line up and take a picture with her.
There you go.
She's not an actress or anything, but if you want to take a picture, I'm sure we can work something out.
Let's put her out there, put her to work.
She was the Pink Ranger. We met on Power Rangers that time I did the one. She was the Pink Ranger. So.
Wait, you want people to line up for your girl? What's going on? Form a line. So we have
reserve a signing.
Watch this. I hope you have a girl on contact. Cut this out, Creech. Cut that part.
Yeah. So he's going to be in the doghouse.
So we've been on for 2 hours. We're gonna have like a 5-minute podcast because we gotta cut that out.
Smoky Mountain Fan Fest. Come see us. Thanks. Yeah. And there you go. That was a perfect teaser right there. That's all you need.
Listen, what else is going on? What's going on?
Not much. You know, it's like I feel like our industry has sort of started to pick back up all of a sudden. You know, a lot of like I was telling Creech, I think there's about to be like I think it's just going to go bonkers in a couple months. There's going to be a ton of production because everybody was holding off and waiting, and now they can just get back to normal. So I've definitely seen like in the last couple months, it's gotten crazy with auditions and, you know, production and stuff like that. So just doing that and going to direct another movie next year and just sort of developing that right now. And wanting to direct television. That's what I'm always focused on is getting into that world.
So let's go to your other film that you directed. What was the name of that one again?
Well, there's 3. So there's All at Once and then Clover. And both of those have been released and are available on Amazon Prime. And then there's Exploited, which is due out in 2022, probably.
I think that's what we were talking about last time.
Yeah, which is a horror movie kind of thriller set in the webcam fetish world. Although Misty Monday is not in it. But
unfortunately.
But we did get Dewey Tuesday. Dewey Tuesday's in it.
And there may be an uncut version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sappy Sunday. Was there like Sucky Sunday?
Foggy Friday.
What were
Foggy Friday.
What was that?
Foggy Friday.
Yeah, Foggy Friday. Oh boy. So the new film, when will you go into production on that?
Probably spring 2022. That's what I think. I can't talk about more of it yet, unfortunately, but that's what we're hoping for.
Cool.
You know, indies and stuff. It takes time.
Is it a comedy? Is it a thriller? Is it a horror? Like where do you move?
It's a 90s high school dramedy. How's that?
I like it.
High school dramedy. Yeah. I like the kind of 90s high school world. It's interesting to me. I came up in that world, right? I'm a 90s high school person. So yeah, I dig that. So, but it's got a little bit, it's not just a high school film. So, but yes, I'll come next year and we can talk all about it.
Right. Exactly. We'll have you on at least once a year.
Yeah. Hey, I would love to. No, only once a year, not at least, just once a year.
And
let me see if I can find a visual for you guys while we talk. Well, here I am, I think.
you can feel free to send him links and stuff too.
Yeah, this is that time that I worked on Power Rangers. That was the time.
But that, or you look like a midget there. Is that like a midget or something?
No, I'm short. I'm actually short, Dave. If you forgot, I'm only 5'7".
Let
Huh?
me see the legs again.
Sure. Here.
It looked a little. No, come across the kid. Oh yeah, okay. No, it's because of the thing. I just look like okay.
Well, it's because of what thing? The dress? Is that what you're saying is throwing you off? That I couldn't play that possibly?
Are those porta
It's
potties?
2000s.
Well, right. It was before inclusion writers and all this stuff. I was okay for me.
Those porta potties from like a whatever.
Yeah, they're just literally at the park that we were shooting. We were shooting at the dog park in Alta Loma.
You were protecting the world, man. You say,
well,
hey,
in that episode.
If it wasn't for you, because I remember that day, I was cowering in my bedroom, going like, "Gosh, damn it! If Johnny just puts the goddamn purple dress on, purple Power Ranger dress, I can totally see you, man. That's I don't know if you can pull off those moves anymore. You're getting a little older, but like you raise that hand, yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I've still got it.
Still got it. Yeah.
Yeah, still got it after all these years. And if you're coming to Smoky Mountain Fan Fest, please don't hesitate to ask for a photo.
Hey,
just download that photo and bring it for him to sign.
I'll have copies available.
I'm gonna find a purple together, and I'm gonna have it. I'll be like, he was the purple. Like I'm gonna get
right.
Those I'm gonna give out. I'm gonna give those out. Like somebody will buy a doofy one. I'll say, I'll also sign this purple one for you because he was one of our things where we were purple, and that's how we met. I'm gonna say that's how we first met.
Yes.
Before Scary Movie. So
exactly. I might bring pictures of my Pride and Joy. We'll see. I don't know. Do you guys know about my Pride and Joy?
Is it a little doggy? What is it?
You want to see a picture of my Pride and Joy?
Sure.
It's a loaded question. Could be a dick pic. We don't know.
I'm trying to find a good one here. Bear with me. Here's my
Pride angle.
There's my Pride and Joy, everybody.
Oh.
I know what joy is. What's pride? What does the pride thing do? What does that wash? Same thing?
Dave, that's a good question. I should know. It's my Pride and Joy.
Dishes.
Pride waxes furniture and Joy sparkles dishes.
Got it. Pride is a furniture wax thing. Okay.
That's right. That's right.
That's my.
We could take a picture with my Pride or take a picture with my Joy.
Yeah.
Or you can get for 2 for $5.
You need to stop, okay? Because we have Carrot Top coming on next, and you're really taking most of his routine. You got to stop, okay?
The Orange Ranger.
No, I didn't sleep well last night. Stop.
No, I mean it. Stop.
Bloody Summer. Creech, put up a clip when we talk about that. Put up the poster and put the date of the screening. I think if you like this. If it goes well for you here, I think going to some of those there's a New Jersey HorrorCon in November. Like things that are close by. What would be best for us is, and I didn't reach out. That's my problem. I promised the guys at Smoky Mountain, I go, oh yeah, I'll talk to Lachlan or I'll talk to whoever.
Yeah.
Like maybe if there's a third wheel that would come out with us, so that would be like, people would be like, oh, that's great. I'm going to get all 3 of them. You know what I mean? I know that Lachlan gets out a lot. So I know the, like Marlon and Sean, they do stand up and they don't need to go and do this. Like they have another way of interfacing with fans and signing. So I'd have to think of who, if you think of somebody that would be like, oh, you're not thinking of that, but like maybe Sherry O'Terry should come out. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I bet Sherry would come.
Yeah.
I'm friends with Sherry. You're friends with Sherry? I haven't spoken to Sherry in so long.
Because he does custom framing in Hollywood. He has a 3D printer, so he can, if you had like a hoverboard from Back to the Future, he could do like a plexi that's the shape of the hoverboard, that you can mount, but it's covered, and he'll do LED lights in it and stuff like that and light it up.
That's so cool.
He just builds cool displays for products that people.
That's right. Yeah, let's see if Sherry can come, man. That'd be awesome.
I know Shannon Elizabeth has done a couple of cons recently.
Yeah.
She lives in South Africa, though, right? I think. I think
wherever we sent her away to, you know,
she's a professional poker player.
Yeah, keep the poker face on. Stay there. The one thing you remember this about Shannon, that she was like into dog rescuing.
And yes.
Would be. I mean, our call times were like 6 a.m., 5:30. Get in the van. And every day she'd show up with another dog that she found on the street that night. You know what I mean? I think she was just literally jumping backyards and stealing dogs. And I like, dogs, and it was never like, I got this Rottweiler. It was always like, look at this little, they were always like the little puppy, yappy Chihuahuas or Pompadours or whatever those things, Pomeranians or whatever, you know what I mean?
Pomegranates. I think they're called pomegranates.
Pomegranates. Sometimes it wasn't a dog. That's a skunk. You just brought a skunk into the goddamn van. No, but it was like more and more. You know what I mean? It was like 101 Dalmatians. It was 101 rescue dogs from Shannon Elizabeth in my fucking the morning thing going. I was like, what are you doing with these? So that was annoying. But I feel, God bless her for, stealing other people's dogs.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. Well, they're Canadian dogs. They're better off in America. That's how we get them.
The dollar's stronger.
Yeah.
At least the dollar's stronger.
So on your auditions, are you mostly doing then audition via the tape kind of thing?
Yeah, it's all been virtual lately. I mean, honestly, which I like, right. I prefer, because you can completely control the situation, which is great.
You basically give them whatever you give them is what you wanted to give them.
Right.
And
right.
So the job is up to you because you did whatever you put into it is what you're going to get back.
Yeah. And then, I think there's callback situations where it's like through Zoom. So you're like Zooming with directors and stuff. But yeah, it's all still virtual, which I wonder if that'll stick around.
It will.
I think so.
And it's not a health situation. That's a streamlined situation because think about this, the real estate of having to have a location, cars parking.
Right. You got to pay for, you got to rent it, it's a whole thing. So
it's one of the reasons I stopped auditioning a long time ago in LA was because I was working. You got to prepare your side. So you're preparing. Now you're driving. In LA, it's like, okay, I'm driving an hour and 15 minutes. I'm paying money, $3. Yep. I don't want to get a ticket.
Yep.
Give me a long line in there. Now I'm in a room with a bunch of people. Now I'm not in control. They go, okay, thank you. And I'm like, oh, can I do? No, we don't have time or whatever it is, or the person is reading really bad with you or it just didn't work. You know what I mean? And then you're driving home again and you go, okay, that whole thing plus the preparation was 9 hours of my time.
Yep.
And gas money and parking money. And I could have just been working on my script or editing my own movie or whatever I was going to do. So I know the actors now on a Dave Sheridan side, though, the energy of me, I always go, oh, I don't get to interface with that director. And they go, oh, I love his energy. Or so you do lose that personal touch, but you have to look at it this way. You're auditioning to be on camera. You're auditioning to be in a movie.
Exactly. It's not theater.
So if you can't make it pop right here, then I, as a director, I would prefer doing this so I can go, this guy has it, man. Like he's coming right through on my camera right now. And also as a director, it's like you could do it. You could be more productive because you could be wherever you're at to pop in. The casting director.
Yeah, it's definitely preferable. I mean, otherwise, like I've always felt like if you just meet the person, like, oh, Dave's going to come in for this. Like, okay, I'll just go meet Dave for 5 minutes. I'll talk to Dave. I'm going to know in 5 minutes from talking to you,
right,
whether you're good for this or not, and then take it from there. Instead of making you spend 9 hours of your time, slave all over this thing, come in, blah, 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 it's like, it seems so defeating of the purpose, So
it is. About and as you get into directing, and I don't know if the director picks the freaking sides. They must have some say to the casting director might go, these are the sides. The director must say, you know what? No, I just need
no, definitely.
I understand that like if I do a role, I go, I want to see, I just auditioned for something that I got it, but I turned it down because it was going to be 6 weeks in Gettysburg in a hotel, like meaning it was like you couldn't leave, and it was like the testing. Okay, you got to be tested, and you got to test there. Then you're in quarantine, and then we're going to bring you food. And I said, no, I won't do that. 6 weeks was too much for the amount of money.
That's a lot.
Money, because it was like SAG modified, and there's, and I was looking, and I didn't want to fight with them. That's the problem. When you do SAG, if they don't follow SAG rules, then what are you, a whistleblower? So you kind of have to go, fuck, they're fucking me because they're not giving me my forced like the turnaround or the overtime.
Sure. Of course.
I'm being paid travel on the, they're saying I'm a drop. It's not, it's a hold. If you're keeping me in the hotel and I'm not working, they didn't want to pay me for the days I wasn't working in that hotel. Right. That's absolutely, and it was in a place, it wasn't like, oh, you're in LA and you can drive home.
Right.
No.
Right. No, I did this a couple years ago.
In this February, where there was a lot of snow, where you're going nowhere. So I did do the movie, and I said, I'll come and do 2 days.
Right.
Another role. Because I do want to work with these guys. I just didn't want to do that long of a stretch.
Sure.
Away from my family, away from situations that you know about now. And so ultimately, when I was there, I'm glad I didn't do it, because the food, like what they would bring you were these like, these little bagged lunch things that were just like pre-wrapped muffins, just that crappy, like a muffin, you know what I mean? And like, everything was just looked like.
Are you going to jail or are you going to do a movie? What's going on here?
And you eat that in your room. I go, I could not do that for 6 weeks.
You had to ask us to put money in your commissary.
Yeah. They bring it in from wherever because that's the other thing. When you shoot something out there in like Gettysburg, there is no lifeline of stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Going to the closest restaurant was 35 minutes. And
Hershey Park.
They were I think it was called Sheets, like a 7-Eleven, like a Wawa. It had like everything, it had like a coffee.
Yeah. And their Sheets.
That's where they were getting all their food every day. And so, long story short on that, the audition was me breaking down crying, finding my wife dead, right? And then talking to this other guy that was a cop that we got to go find the killer. And I think there might have been, and then there might have been, I think there was 2 scenes, but they were both that. They weren't in the movie. Before the wife dies and we're going on vacation back to this hotel, this resort, kind of like The Shining. You need to see me playing my character normal. You don't like literally it opened, my sides opened with tears. I was like crying, no, right? And I was like, well, this is, as a director, I need to see what Dave's going to play the dad like as a normal dad.
Yeah.
Pages. You agree? Like
I do agree. Yeah.
When they had me do this straight up crying scene, and they were saying, we're having trouble. They were saying actors aren't getting it. They're having trouble. I want to call them, actors aren't getting it because you're not giving them the opportunity to play the grounded version first. An actor needs to know who he is as the character before he can go.
Exactly. And then that comes. I mean, is it a test of how well Dave Sheridan can cry, or is it
right.
To see if he's the guy?
And so for me, that's the other reason I turned it down, was I was a little skeptical of if they're dropping the ball on an audition on their choice of how to do it, then
yeah.
The other one I don't like is, especially for sitcoms, usually they're 20 minutes. Sitcoms are 20 minutes, right? And if you've got 10 pages, 15 pages, sometimes it's 12 pages of auditions for a pilot. So I always go to my wife, I go, they just want me to perform I'm literally performing everything.
Yep.
Why am I giving you the entire show? I don't understand that part. And do you get that sometimes too, where it's like, why am I doing this much? Like you don't need this.
No, it doesn't make sense to me either. It's like, I feel like there's a lot of it is stuck in, I don't know what you want to call it, tradition or something. And like, nobody's bothered to be like, let's rethink how we do this. We're still doing this as if it's like a stage play from 1910.
Right.
you know, or what, whatever. So it's like, you know, yes, I agree. It makes no sense to me. I'm constantly baffled by it. I do think that like the people that are the best at that, they just meet the actor first and then decide, you know, okay, I met 10 of these people and 3 of them could be the guy. Then ask them to do a scene, you know,
Right.
like another time, send in a scene, whatever.
Yeah.
Do it that way. That's a much more humane way all around for everybody to do it, you know?
An actor will come in and go, well, this is my take. And the direct and versus if I met with a director and they go, this is what I think the character's like. Here's how I see the director's telling me his vision, especially if he wrote it.
Sure.
Then it went away and said, I'm going to bring you what you want. Instead, I'm bringing in what Dave Sheridan read. And they go, yeah, that's not the way I saw it. I go, well, that would have been nice to know how you saw it because it's your job. My job is to deliver your vision. But I'm coming in as Dave's vision. And it didn't match with your vision, even though my vision was right. Even though I'm right. No, I'm just kidding. One of the things I was thinking, have you ever thought about doing this? I didn't know how Creech would feel about this. Because Creech, as an outside, you know, I know you have done some acting and stuff.
I didn't have to read sides for Strip Club Massacre, that's for sure.
The other reason I couldn't do when I was in the car, remember how it was cutting out? I sent for my phones new SIM cards because all the towers have updated around here. So my phone's not working very well because until I get these SIM cards put in and then put the new firmware in that will work around this area on the 5G network
technology.
Yeah. To beam us up because we're all magnetic from our vaccines now. So we're
I am for sure.
What do they call it? Transhumanization, something like that. So ultimately, I had to back up this phone with all the videos and stuff. So my laptop didn't have enough room. So I was going through, and the videos are the biggest thing on your computer. And a lot of it was self-taping. These auditions.
Yeah.
Some of them for like 2015, 2014.
Yeah. Right. Right.
And obviously somebody did get it. Do you think this would be a good thing to do, or do you think like Dave, don't show your auditions? This is what I'm saying is like putting my read, but then showing the actor that did get it in the scene and just playing
side by side. I think it's good if it's from like, you know, there's like a statute of limitations, you know, like it's from 7 years ago or something like that.
Right. It's not from a movie that didn't come out yet.
Yeah, totally. Like do it from something 10 years ago. If you have those, that's great. You know?
Yeah. I actually, you know, when I did Scary Movie, do you know the story of why I did Scary Movie?
No, I don't know if I do.
I was making another film
I remember that with Miramax, right? Yeah.
And they were like, wait, we're going to make this guy a star of this movie that he wrote, but he hasn't been in anything. And then they saw that Scary Movie was ramping up and they go, let's put him in Scary Movie. So they looked at my character tapes. They were already making a movie of another character named Stuart, who then became Doug in Ghost World. But I wrote a movie with Stuart, with this guy, with Mike Judge and Richard Linklater. And then we were shooting.
I remember.
We were casting the whole thing. That's how when I first met you, because Ashton Kutcher was set to play my nemesis, the bad guy. The original movie was me chasing this girl the whole time that you never saw. Her name is Becky. And he was the brother, always like, I heard you looking for Becky. Leave her fucking alone. He's like and we all, you know, I remember like meeting his energy. He had that energy. He definitely calmed down. Him and Jake Gyllenhaal were very similar at young. They were like, what's up? Hey, you know, now they're like chilled out dudes. So I don't know. Right. Got their dick sucked or something. I don't know what happened.
Gazillions of dollars.
Yeah. Settle you down.
That'll chill you out.
Yes. Just give me the money, folks. I'll be, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Money.
Exactly.
So I have all those, like, because I ran those auditions. I've got like Andy Dick and Ashton Kutcher and
amazing
Rico Colantoni and Shy McBride and Amanda Plummer. I've kept all the tapes.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's kind of like when Rob Zombie released, right? The audition for the thing. Now that's a little. Me releasing my own audition tapes is one thing. I actually wasn't cool. I didn't feel like Rob. I thought Rob should have asked permission to release audition tapes Yeah, I know we must have signed something, but I don't think I do sign anything when I go into an audition that gives them the right to put that on a DVD.
No, they would have to ask you.
Yeah. But maybe they did then. Maybe I just signed.
I don't know.
I probably,
That's a good question. I wonder. I mean, it would have to like end up going through SAG though, if they're making money off of it by releasing it.
right. Exactly. But
But I do know that like when you do a photo shoot or when you like, go somewhere to do a tape, whatever, that the law is that they own the rights to do with that tape or that photo whatever they want from that point on. So it may be similar. I don't know. Like just by law, if you're auditioning for something, you could be non-verbally agreeing to they can do whatever they want with the audition. So maybe you do. I don't know. You'd have to look into it.
Right.
Stewart auditions, or the movie Stewart auditions, not for character Stewart, which you were going to play.
So what was interesting, since it was, I never even auditioned. I was running audition.
It was your movie, yeah.
No. I mean, I never auditioned before.
Oh, got it.
Did any auditions?
Amazing.
I'm watching these actors come in, going, "Oh, this is." But I also got to see John, like Livingston, Ron Livingston. No, John. Who's the guy from Band of Brothers and
that guy?
Is it
That
Ron?
guy, yeah.
Ron Livingston, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to see people like him, or Shy McBride, or David Keith, or Keith David. I always get
There's two. There's David Keith and there's Keith David.
You probably both came in for the same role.
One played Elvis in the TV movie, and the other is in like every movie ever. He's in Dead Presidents and millions of things.
Keith David and David Keith. One's black for sure.
One's black and one's white. Keith David is black. David Keith is white.
Right. I would if my career would have moved forward, where I have tons of auditioning, like I'm running, I would call those guys in all the time and be like, "You're both in for the same role at the same time," like meaning like never. If Keith David's like, "I can't make it on Wednesday," I'd be like, "Well, David Keith isn't making it on Wednesday either. You guys you're hand in hand for the rest of your life coming into my waiting room, and you're coming." And I want you together at the same time.
David Keith.
Yes.
Everybody, David Keith is here.
Yeah. It was Keith David, though. Him and Shy McBride were up for the same role.
That's amazing.
He was from They Live. You remember that? Yeah. And
Keith, a million things. Keith David is the man.
He is the man. He is so cool. He is the coolest cat.
Keith David right there. Okay.
And people like him, they come into the room and they are prepared. Livingston was prepared. You know what I mean? Other people I'll say it, Andy Dick. He's a great friend of mine, but he's got demons and problems he's dealing with. So, but because we were friends, he was like, and I'm sitting there. He was like, "Is this what you want? Okay, you really want me to read?" I was like I should have left the room, because there was other producers there. I think he was more like, "I can't believe you're making me read." You know what I mean? But I actually didn't have any control over that, because the tapes were for the Weinsteins. The tapes were for the studio. It wasn't
right.
I was read on tape. I'll go back home and watch it.
Right.
But I saw that, preparation is king. The people that we ended up hiring were the ones that had it,
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so.
Between us, because people are watching that, are younger and maybe want to get into acting, or and you really, the audition is the performance. That's when I started doing better at auditions, when I said, they're not auditions. I'm getting a mini performance that I have to go drive to, but I'm getting time in front of Eli Roth, to go and perform for him, or Cameron Crowe. Which, by the way, I think I thought he was the best director auditioning someone that I've ever had the pleasure of.
What movie was it? Do you remember?
I think it was the Elizabethtown or whatever.
Elizabethtown. Yeah. Yep.
Did you ever audition for him?
I think I did, and I think it might have been for that. Actually,
probably.
If I can think of it was for that. Yeah. And I remember him just being super cool and laid back.
But did he have a camera? Was he like?
Maybe, yeah.
Because what he did with me was he had a little handheld camera, and he was just kind of circling around me, and don't mind me, but it was all super close too. He's like, I'm like,
yes.
And he's like, don't mind me. And I go, part of it was like, once I got used to it, I go, I loved his passion that he was like, okay, this is cool. He's doing something. But the other part was like, I've never had this before. So now you're throwing me off a little bit, you know? But do you know where, did you audition for him in LA or New York?
I think it was LA. Because
my audition was at his office in LA.
Yeah.
At the Santa Monica airport. I don't know if yours.
That sounds about right.
And he wasn't there yet. And the lady was like, he's on his way. He's on his way in his plane. So he was the pilot. It's like his own plane wherever he lived. And he flies in and pulls the plane up to the glass thing where then I see this Ferrari. That's what he gets into. So he's like, oh, he's here. And it's like him pulling up in an airplane. I go, okay, this isn't intimidating. He's getting out. I'm waving at him. Hey, what's up? My plane's a Prius. It's on the other side.
Yeah, exactly.
Wings.
Same, by the way.
Yeah.
Same. 2007.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was interesting. That whole thing was very surreal. But
yeah.
Pretty cool.
That's awesome. Hey, look, I love you guys, but I do have to jump off in like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Let's just sit quietly and think about everything we just said for 4 minutes, and then we'll say goodbye.
Just stare into each other's eyes.
Let's just wrap it up then. In terms of what we're talking about, Smoky Mountain
Fan Fest.
The last weekend of July.
The last weekend of July. Yeah. We should give exact dates, shouldn't we?
Right.
July.
Come join us.
July
29th or something like that.
It's the last day is August 1st, so I think it's July 30th through August 1st.
So it's okay.
That'd be a Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Something like that.
Friday though, it's only a Saturday, Sunday.
Okay, so Saturday, Sunday. So it'll be July 31st and August 1st.
And August 1st.
In the beginning of August. Wow. We're doing 2 conventions. We're doing 1 convention for 2 months.
That's right. 2 months long. It's a 2-month long convention with these 3 gentlemen.
Beginning of August. The first time I've done 2 months in one place. This will be it. This is my first, and that'll be your first, but it's also your first convention. And so come out and see Johnny and myself and
Creech over here. And,
in
Gatlinburg, Tennessee. If you're in that area or not in that area, you can fly in and then take your Ferrari to the festival.
Exactly.
Or drive your Prius.
We'll share some moonshine.
Yeah.
And if you show up in a Power Rangers outfit, I will sign anything on my table for free. And
if it's purple, I'll sign it.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't. But if somebody is actually shows up in a Power Ranger outfit, you're getting the VIP treatment.
Yeah, or a new roof.
I'll even throw in a signed strip club Massacre. Still.
Okay, good. Yeah, throw that up. Yeah. Throw up, you mean?
I will pay them to take it.
All right.
I think you mean nightclub Massacre.
Nightclub, yes.
Massacre. Let's just be clear here.
Was it Nightclub Massacre?
Amazon forced them to change it on Amazon Prime. The title, even though in the actual movie it still says Strip Club Massacre.
Bad strippers. They're like, yeah, this doesn't qualify as a strip club. I'm sorry. The women that are in your thing are so hideous, and no, it's nightclub. It's nightclub. Because in a very dark nightclub, please, we're going to have you lower the lights even lower on your film there. All right. John, all right. I'll see you in Tennessee, man.
I can't wait. Yes. Dave, I'll talk to you before. Creech, hopefully I'll talk to you before. And, you're all going to send me stuff to post. Like last year's thing, which I stupidly forgot to post. I don't know how I did that, and my apologies. I'll be posting last year's and this year's, and I'll see you at the Smoky Mountain Fan Fest.
Really quick,
and I'll see you next year on this show.
Where do people
my once-a-year appearance?
Find you on the socials.
You can find me on the socials at the real Jon Abrahams. That's at TheRealJonAbrahams on Instagram. And other than that, that's it. That's it. That's where I exist. I'm there. Come find me there. Find me. At the real Jon Abrahams.
All right.
This is what I look like with no eyebrows.